never been a drop. Told my daughters count me in and couldn't count me out. They tried to take me down with them, took a different route. I'm plugged in, I'm plugged in, I'm plugged in, I'm plugged in. I got a real plug, they never let me down. Always come through when I need it, never been a drop. Woke up early Sunday hustling all week. Cook a meal up in that studio and let my dog see. Got my mind up on my mission, no time for distractions. I told my partner pay your taxes before they come get at you. And plus my bro just made parole, yeah. Let him go, yeah. Did his time up in that hole, yeah. Then hit the road, yeah. In this industry for years, ain't never sold my soul, yeah. Gave them real estate investments instead of buying gold, yeah. I told them, buy a business, get a house. Take the money, risk it out. They put all that cheese in the trap, cause they don't want you to get out. And you can hit the jeweler, buy your 6 chains. Or you can start a barber shop and span the 6 chains. Do it big, do it for your kids, yeah. Get a crib, they don't want you free, they want you in the pen till you win. Boy, that's slavery, don't play with me, I'm on my grind, right. Pay electric bills, ain't chasing lime like my mind, right, yeah. I got a real plug, they never let me down. Always come through when I need it, never been a drop. Told my daughters count me in and couldn't count me out. They tried to take me down with them, took a different route. I'm plugged in, I'm plugged in, I'm plugged in, I'm plugged in. I got a real plug, they never let me down.
I step to the mound and I put on my crown. I royally put them down after you hear this sound. Even the crowd knows you in for it now. Like a preacher or a teacher, boy, it's time for your lesson. They asking me all these questions, I respond with aggression. Man, know where it's gon' go, knowing that they gon' mow. I'm doing my thing now, but tell them boys they can kiss the ring now. Messing with a king, you messing with the king. You're under my reign too, my palace you came to bow down to your highness, cause you know I'm the king. Messing with the, you playing with the, you playing with the.
I feel like the king of the hill. Lately they've been trying to take my will. Only room for one man on the throne. Tables turn, it's time to take it home.
You messing with the king. You're under my reign too, my palace you came to bow down to your highness, cause you know I'm the king. Messing with the, you playing with the, you playing with the.
This is love. Ay, run it up, run it up. Ay, I'ma get the check and I'ma run it up. Ay, I'ma get the squad and we gon' run it up. Ay, all of this is hustle, man, and this is love.
They was hating on me, now it's all love.
All of this is hustle, man, and this is love.
We was going hard, now we came up.
All of this is hustle, man, and this is love.
Hey, all of this is hustle. Y'all about to make it, boy, I gotta show my muscle. When I'm getting to it, girl, it's easier to love you. Tried to give me scraps, I made them pieces to the puzzle. Ain't no secret money on my mind. Sit at my table, then you want my time. And I don't play that, I'm stunting for the payback. I'm from a Golden State at, but Portland where I lay at. I'm the daddy, Mac daddy with Hoover rapping. Y'all be on your crisscross, hustling backwards. All this game I'm giving is probably gonna be a caption. When the lights and camera off, I'ma still be about that action.
Ay, run it up, ay, run it up. Ay, I'ma get the check and I'ma run it up. Ay, I'ma get the squad and we gon' run it up. Ay, all of this is hustle, man, and this is love. Ay, run it up, ay, run it up. Ay, I'ma get the check and I'ma run it up.
Stepping up, always take the risk. Living life, go hard and don't quit. Go hard, drip splash like the ice on the wrist. That's a call I can't miss. Set my goals like a goal, hit the switch. Work, 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 check it off the checklist. In a position to win, in a position to go, in a position to win, in a position to go, in a position to win. In the position to go. In the position to win. In the position to go. About that action. About that action. Let's get active. Let's get active. That's what I'm asking. What I'm asking. Like what's happening? What's happening? Skirt, skirt. But don't crash it. My diamonds flashing. Like an accident. I take high risk cause I'm passionate. High risk. Go. I get it fast. I'm gripping the bag. I'm dashing it. We about to go undefeated in all of the matches. We did it first. We do it the same exactly. We did it first. Yeah. In a position to win. In a position to go. In a position to win. In a position to go. In a position to win. In a position to go. In a position to win. In a position to go.
I'm a star, yeah. W's over L's. Touchdown, the crowd yells. Succeed and we never fail. We out of here, yeah. Ooh, we gotta prevail. They hating, they want us to fail. They was sleeping on them thing and we bombed on them. We got 35 yards on the fourth on them. He out of here, he gone. It's a touchdown, we home. Bitter to stroke, strong. Teamwork, dream work, nobody did it alone. We hungry, eat to the bone. Nobody can copy and clone. In a position to win. What you gonna do when you won? We gotta go a little harder. Learn from mistakes, be smarter.
In a position to win. In a position to go.
You know God is true to what King ain't had to wake up. 1000, 217 on the street.
Splashing like a whale, yeah. Time to sail, yeah. They can't see me frail, yeah. You can tell, yeah. Climbing up the scale, yeah. Chipping Dale, yeah. Drop, can't drop, don't stop. Hook shot, jackpot, hook shot, jackpot. Team up like astronauts. Can't lose my train of thought. My family's all I got. Little circle, polka dot. Hey, what that in my boy? That's a lot of faces. Seen a lot of faces. Ain't no way I'm racist. Hit the block and shove on a daily basis. Why you going places? They some pillowcases. Thank God we having plenty. Some folks ain't having any. My circle small like Sammy, cause we don't need too many. They think I own a genie, but they just wasn't ready. I gave a fettuccine. Now let's go make spaghetti. Jackpot and fly to Vegas. Pulled up like goodness gracious. My sauce is so contagious. It just might get outrageous. Whole team ain't stopping ever. We push like salt and pepper. I swear it ain't no pressure. That's work of my ancestors, yeah. Splashing like a whale, yeah. Time to sail, yeah. They can't see me frail, yeah. You can tell, yeah. Climbing up the scale, yeah. Chipping Dale, yeah. Drop, can't drop, don't stop. Hook shot, jackpot, hook shot, jackpot. Team up like astronauts. Can't lose my train of thought. My family's all I got. Little circle, polka dot. Jail walked in Linux, feel like deja vu. Got buzzer beaters for the W. Yeah, we that new tsunami. Can't fold like origami. No sleep, I hang with zombies. We made it out Jumanji. Coming in like skirt. Gotta stay alert.
Bang, time to show you what we came to do. Boss, only talking, making major moves. Rolls Royce, no top. Me, no one will ever stop. Me against the world, I got my back against the wall. Everybody scream, everybody scream, everybody scream. That's my only thing, yes. I'm a born winner, a Jordan 23. All my PPGs until the party ceases. Run it.
Well, good evening and welcome inside the John Q. Hammonds Arena in Tulsa, Oklahoma, as the Union Sports Network brings you game number 2 of the evening as the Sand Springs Standites take on your Union Redhawks alongside Nick Irwin. Again, I'm Jim Douthit. Now, listen, the Redhawks come in tonight as the Jinx Union Invitational Champions. Both wins over Crossing Christian and Bartlesville and these Sandites, whom they play tonight. Now, having just played an opponent and then immediately turning around and playing them again, favor one team or another, Nick?
That's the thing. With this team, you have that kind of mentality. If you're definitely the Sandites, is we want our revenge. We just lost to you in this really, really big tournament. It felt like it was a pretty back and forth game. And so on their mentality could totally be on the side of, we have this. We could have a chance. We just had a couple missed shots, a couple more turnovers than Union, so we definitely have a chance. Looking towards our boys know how to get it done, but are they going to show up? Obviously, we just saw with our girls, they came to play to start the quarter. So how are the boys going to respond? Are they going to show up? Obviously, we can play the up-tempo transitional offense where we're able to push it, and then Fuller's the one going for alley-oops and dunks, or we can slow it down, get it to our big men. Madrid, Flemings, we're able to have that both balance.
So it should be noted that Bartlesville will play here again on Thursday, part of the 3-game home stretch for the Redhawks this week. This past weekend not only saw these boys win the Jinx Union tournament, but Miles Flemings earned all tournament honors. You mentioned Dalen Fuller. He picked up tournament MVP, and as the season quickly is coming to an end, the play of this team is really, I think, coming together, Nick.
Yeah, and with this team, we're able to at least work as a cohesive group. We're able to pass the ball when we need to. If we need to, we can have Fuller kind of take over and set the tone on the offense. But since we are playing with these Sand Springs Sandites, we just played them.
Yep.
That was definitely, in that game, it was our Fuller versus their Thompson. They went back and forth. I believe Deke Thompson had at least 26 with Fuller with 24. So that was a moment where they were able to go back and forth. They would take it back and forth. They were guarding each other at a couple possessions.
Right.
And so with that tonight, how is our defense going to limit Thompson and be able to move forward and let our Fuller go to work?
Now, Fuller's got to play within himself. We saw him try to do some razzle-dazzle things in that championship game that Coach Garcia was not happy about. So keep him, I want to say grounded. I don't want to see him grounded because I like to see him do that stuff. But don't play outside of what he's comfortable to play, that's for sure.
We've seen from the tournament, we see him make these mistakes, but he knows, I should have made this pass. I should have looked for that other player. We should have done this. So with tonight, he needs to have that mentality, control what he can control, limit those mistakes, and then as a team, we'll be able to handle these Sand Springs Sandites.
We're heading into the home stretch of the basketball season. 6 of the last 8 regular season games being played here at home tonight, and it starts right now with the Sandates. Tyler Ashley's got the starting lineup, and we'll have coverage of boys basketball on your home for Red Hawk fans. He's Nick Irwin. I'm Jim Douthit. We are the Union Sports Network.
At this time, we ask that you please rise if you are able and remove your hats for our national anthem. Performed tonight by the Cedar Ridge Celebrities under the direction of Jamie Tressiter. As a reminder, you can catch the live stream of tonight's game at unionsportsnetwork.com. First, let's meet the visitors, the Sand Springs Sandites. At 5'9", a senior, number 3, Elijah Roper. At 5'10", a junior, number 11, Cooper Kelly. At 6'2", a junior, number 21, Deke Thompson. At 6'5", a junior, number 25, Blake Johnson. And at 6'6", a junior, number 30, Kason Evans. Head coach of the Sandites is Eric Savage, assisted by Corey Haith, Darrell Hawkins, and Deke Thompson II. And now for the starting lineup for your Union Redhawks. First, our ball boys tonight: Cannon Duke, Sonny Colra, Baker Brannon, John Solis, Carson Sapp, David Fowler, and Elijah Jackson. Starting at 6'4", a senior, number 1, Dalen Fuller. At 6'1", a senior, number 4, Kenneth Dorsey. At 6 foot, a junior, number 10, Corbin Gunn. At 6'8", a sophomore, number 22, Miles Flemons. And at 7'2", a senior, number 55, Eric Madrid. Head coach of the Redhawks is Rudy Garcia, assisted by Steve Geary, Mark Ritter, and Derek Lewis.
Back live as the Renegade Regiment welcome you in to Union basketball here on the Union Sports Network. He's Nick Irwin, I'm Jim Douthit. It should be noted the Sand Springs comes in overall with a record of 10-4, but one of the bright spots for the Sandites is in that tournament this weekend, Nick. They ended up beating Jinx 60-37 in their final game of the tournament. So they're coming in, I would say, fairly hot.
Watching that game, it felt like when I was there, it really felt like they were able to control the tempo the entire time. They stayed about 12, 15 points ahead the entire time. They were able to play their game, and then in the end, you see that score line, and you say, wow, they really held their own and actually blew them out. So with tonight, our boys definitely have to show up. Do not let them play their game and let it play through Deke Thompson.
Will the tournament win be a letdown for the Redhawks? We'll see as Madrid wins the tip, gives it to Gunn. The starting 5 for the Sandites is Roper, Kelly, Thompson, Johnson, and Evans. And you know the starting 5 of the Redhawks: Dalen Fuller, Kenneth Dorsey, Corbin Gunn, Miles Flemons, and Big E. And just like that, Dorsey gets the first 2 points of the contest.
All set up right there by Flemons being at the high part of the free throw line. Got a steal here.
Fuller did a good job. And another tip, and just out of bounds. And Fuller, defensive prowess on display.
Definitely caught Roper sleeping right there.
Yeah.
He was not expecting that. Great job to get on the floor.
Even a better job maybe to not get a foul in any shape or form on that. Now Roper will finally cross the timeline. He's going to drive, gets it inside. Evans, nice pass over to Johnson, and Johnson will go to the line and shoot 2. Flemons quickly picks up his first foul. And Flemons, right there, if you saw it on film or saw it on the video, he admitted he should have went straight up, and he kind of reached over.
Yeah, my eyes kind of tended to looking at Eric where he was right there. If he had his hand up, he would have blocked that passing pathway, and that ball would have never gotten to Blake Johnson right there. So I think also try to keep our hands up and active as much as we can.
Johnson, the junior, at 6'5", gets the first 2 points, and now Fuller's got it. Fuller from the free throw line, good.
We love to see that right now to start this game.
So smooth.
Silky smooth.
4-2. Now Roper brings it across the timeline. Evans sets up the screen. They'll get it over to Kelly. Kelly back up high to Evans, and they'll work it left side to Johnson. Now Roper takes back over. Defensively, nothing has really changed. Man-to-man are the Redhawks. Now Evans, Kelly. Kelly pushes off. He's going to get away with it, and he'll shoot the three. Got a nice little shove, little bit on Gunn. No call.
If the refs are going to let that play, we hope to see it on this offensive end as well.
Flemings gets the ball. He gets double teamed, gets it back to Gunn. Gunn to Flemings. He'll work it up high. Now they give it to Fuller. Fuller in the red part of the U, dribbles around. They saw what he could do. They're going to put every man on him. Now Dorsey from the charity stripe. Can't get it to go. Flemings battles for it. He comes away with the offensive board, and then he throws it away. Yeah, and that's going to be last touch by the Sandites.
I love that little 12-footer shot right there. Always love the mid-range, but definitely got to capitalize on those openings.
Savage not happy about the call because it came right in front of him. Now inside to Madrid. How many bodies are on him? Now, I'm sorry. They're not getting a lot of ball, and this is where I got to defend Madrid. He's got 3 guys on him going to the hoop like that, and you're telling me nobody got a piece of the arm? Now, come on. Fissel's got to be a little bit more cognizant of that. They'll get it up high to Madrid. He'll get it quickly back into Flemings, and a nice job there. The big man with the assist.
Running the point, little point center right there. Great job for Madrid to see it down low, hit him perfectly so that he can move with his momentum to get him a nice layup.
There you go. Garcia said Madrid running the point. Wait a minute, when did I draw that up? Now the Sandites will set it up, 6-5 Union. Just getting underway here from the UMAC. Thanks for joining us here on the Union Sports Network. Turnover Sandites.
I think right there, Jason Evans made the mistake. I'm going to drive on Eric Madrid. Hits an absolute brick wall. Yep. Bounces the ball off his leg. Easy turnover. Now the Redhawks are in possession.
Flemings up high. We see Flemings come up quite a bit. Now Gunn. Gunn gets double teamed. Flemings wants the 3. He'll take the ball. Can't get it to go. Dorsey battling for it. But a rebound there by Evans, and he comes away quickly up the floor of the Sandites. Thompson loses that out of bounds, but it'll be Sandites ball.
Great job right there by Flemings to get back. Deke Thompson is definitely more of a point guard, definitely has the height and the speed. Flemings was able to move his feet, cause the ball just to go out of bounds, and keep Thompson from scoring.
Up against Madrid. Madrid got all ball, and then they're going to say the foul will be on him. That's just his first. Madrid can't get upset about that. Madrid's feet were moving. Evans will go to the line and shoot 2. Makes the first, the 6'6 junior.
Nice little neon night for our student section tonight, all led by our boy Eli.
Yeah, all the time. If you're at Union Sporting Events, you know Eli is everywhere. Khalil Allen will check in. Blake Johnson will check out. And that's the only substitution so far for either team. 4:47 remaining here in the first. Gunn barking some orders. Dorsey will get the ball here. Give it to Flemings. Flemings gets a double team back to Dorsey. Dorsey drives. Little 20-footer good. And Dorsey's got 4. Boy, I like how Dorsey's shooting the ball so far. Cooper Kelly comes out to set it up. Kelly surveys the floor. Nobody down low right now for the Sandites as they're working it up high. Kelly tries to drive, almost loses the ball. And they're going to say Corbin Gunn. Gunn shaking his head too. Not too sure where the foul was committed, but okay.
Looked like a good basketball play. Maybe the dive towards the ball.
Yeah.
Caught a little bit of arm. That's what the ref's seeing. I know we didn't see it, but that's what they called.
There you go. They got the whistles. We don't. Madrid with the nice hands to bounce it away, but right into the Sandites' hands. Thompson wants some help up high. He'll get Evans to come out and set the screen on Dorsey. Now a little fadeaway jumper, tough shot and good.
Not only was he able to put the shot up, he was able to collect himself on the pump fake.
Try to get it inside to Flemings, and it didn't work. Ball's going to be out of bounds. Redhawks. Oh, I'm sorry, that's going to be a foul. Foul's going to be charged to Deke Thompson. Okay. So fouls aplenty here so far. 4 total, 3 on the Redhawks, 1 on the Sandites. Fuller inside to Flemings. Flemings going to back his man down, go right to the rim, up off glass, and good.
Very key moment right there in that possession. He didn't take too quick to put the ball up. He took his time. You have all the time in the world. Looks like a turnover.
Yep.
Now it's going to be the Redhawks ball.
Yep. Just like that, turnover. I like what you said. He's a big enough frame, and both Madrid and Flemings, with respect to Sandite's size, frame-wise, we got him beat. And we can muscle him down.
And if you hold the ball just for a little bit longer, it opens up all the possibilities. So when you're at the low block.
Then Fuller, Madrid blocked. And finally, Khalil Allen's going to get charged with a foul, and I'm going to say that, yep, they got Madrid on the arm. Okay.
It seemed like how you were speaking into existence. As much as he's getting hacked, it was a late call right there.
Right.
But I think they were just trying to let it play out, see how much leeway he had.
Right. Madrid will miss the first as Malum and Cheney Jones check in. So Malum comes in for Flemings. Cheney Jones will probably come in for, you're not going to take both big boys out, are you?
I feel like with this situation, you got to keep at least one of them.
See what happens here. Madrid can't get that to go. The Sandites quickly back up the floor. Cooper Kelly again. Malum on him. Off the screen. Kelly shoots. Doesn't get it to go. Rebound. Nice bounce. Nice jump there. And Malum will corral it. Dribbles out of it, and he'll get it to Fuller. Bad shot selection, I'm going to say, by the Sandites there.
Put it up a little bit too quick. Didn't give himself enough time to get it up.
Into Madrid. Madrid can't get it to go. And that's Madrid quickly. That's Madrid's second. And Madrid will have a seat. Malum, Dorsey, Gunn, Fuller, and Cheney Jones on the floor now for Union.
Definitely running more of a guard standpoint to see if the height doesn't affect us as they make a basket.
Blake Johnson from the free throw line, and Gunn quickly back over the timeline, 11-10. Just under 2:30 remaining here in the first. Now Gunn, fancy dribbles, goes baseline, up, takes the contact, can't get it to go, gets his own rebound, kicks it to Cheney Jones, up high to Fuller. And Gunn was jumping out of his shoes. Now Fuller up, oh, no good. We're going to say the foul happened prior to the shot.
Foul be charged. The Sandites Khalil Allen, his second, team's third of the quarter.
They're going to say Fuller's going to the line. Interesting.
At the line, shooting 2.
Oh. I thought he waved it off and said, Fuller will check out. Gunn will stay in. Okay, so now we've got, let's see, Gilliard's in now. All right, so no shot. It was funny how he kind of went to the line like he was going to shoot 2. Everybody was confused for a minute. Gunn takes control, gets it to Dorsey. Dorsey, Cheney Jones, back to Gunn, over to Malum. Malum far side to Gilliard. Gilliard inside to Dorsey. Dorsey goes to work, loses the handle. Got to slow down a little bit. I like how you're kind of got your hand out there. And Cheney Jones out to guard. Off the screen, Deke Thompson. Kenneth Dorsey all over him. Up high, Gilliard. Gilliard playing some nice D. Malum up high. Kind of defense we run in here, Nick?
Looks like we're rocking man-to-man, but we're playing very aggressive. Great job. See if Malum gets down low. And the basket.
And one. Khalil Allen, the 6'4 junior, gets to go to the charity stripe to complete the three-point play. We said they had to weather some storms. We watched the girls weather one. A heck of a comeback by the Sandites. This storm from the boys Sandites team coming a little earlier.
Yeah, I think with that game over the weekend, we worked a lot down in the post with Flemings and Madrid. A lot of easy buckets with Madrid just putting it in. So since he's already on his second foul, we don't really have that opportunity. And so now we're rocking with a little shorter lineup. So that means we're going to have more chances of mid-range shots.
Chaney Jones for three, can't get it to go. Rebound, Khalil Allen. And here come the Sandites. Up ahead is Thompson. Thompson's going to go coast to coast.
Charge.
And a charge. Chaney Jones with a nice job planting his feet. And just like that, Flemings is going to check back in.
I was a little bit worried right there. Chappelle looked like he already lost the step because he was trying to swipe. But Chaney Jones set up in the low block in the paint and was able to take the charge right there.
So Gilliard will have a seat. Flemings will check back in. 1 minute remaining here in the half. The lead is 4 for the Sandites. Double team now. Quickly out of it. Nice job by Mallon to get open. Chaney Jones, Flemings up and good. And one!
Back to that size I was talking about with Madrid and Flemings on the bench. We usually don't have that opportunity to get it down low to the post and use our body and our weight for that. Right when he was subbed in, we get it straight to him. We get a three-point opportunity right here at the free throw line.
Flemings has been good from the charity stripe, and he will continue to be that way as Fuller comes back in. Fuller comes in. Let's see who checks out. And Flemings checks out. So that was quick.
Maybe more of a defensive aspect right here with the last 1 minute to play. Sub him out, put in a defensive player, and be able to hopefully get the turnover.
Roper gets it to Johnson. Now Johnson dribbles, tries to get it inside. Oh, what a beauty of a pass. Can't get the and one, but that was a nice pass to Evans.
Looked like we had a lot of Red Hawks hands up in the air on that, but it hit the one hands that we did not want. And in that situation, they were able to get it down to Evans, hit him perfectly in stride, and he was able to go up.
Gilliard looks like he's getting ready to check in. No, that's a lie. Flemings checks back in. So Flemings checks in. Corbin Gunn. Gunn will check out. Okay. A little confused on who was going to have a seat there, it looked like, for a minute.
I think Coach Garcia likes seeing Flemings on the offensive side.
Right.
And be able to get it down to him. But on the defensive side, maybe subbing a guard, hopefully get that turnover.
Give it to Malum in the corner, up high. Chappelle puts it on the floor, and he'll survey the floor. He's got Chaney Jones and Fuller to his right, Flemings right in front of him. Now Fuller. Fuller, step back, three! Nothing. Malum with the hustle, and a great job by Malum to hustle.
What effort right there by Malum. Ball's going out of play off an air ball. He's able to grab it, throw it off low at the feet of a Sandites player, and it's supposed to come back, and we got the inbound play right here.
Chappelle gets it into Flemings. Flemings double, triple team. Turnaround up off glass, no good. Malum with the hands. Fuller, good. And that happens because of Malum's hustle under the basket.
Great sequence right there from Malum.
The lead is 1, 4 seconds, 3. At the buzzer, Kelly, rim, no good. And a little bit better last minute or so of that quarter.
I think with that whole sequence, they were able to work through our big guys, but the effort from Malum right there to at least get a hand on it, and then on the one falling out of bounds, able to throw it right off the foot and hopefully be able to get our ball back down low. Good start to the first quarter.
Yep.
I feel like with this, we ended better than we started. It's only 15-14. I think the score difference was a little bit different how we started this weekend against them. But I think right now our shots aren't falling. We have Eric with 2 fouls. We had to pull him out, but Flemings is definitely able to step up right there.
See if Flemings can step out. We'll take a quick timeout. Second quarter coming up right here on the Union Sports Network. Coming out of the timeout, Grubbs Acura Tulsa is proud to be a premier sponsor of Union Athletics. Grubbs Acura is committed to providing excellence in automotive services. Check out their impressive lineup of Acura vehicles and experience the winning combination of performance and luxury. Grubbs Acura, a driving force behind our success both on and off the field. In court, if you will.
in this situation, absolutely.
Yep. Back live here. The lead is 1. The game is tight. Expect a good one the rest of the night. Fuller, some nice hands. He said, oh, he wanted it. Last touch by him. Kelly will inbounds it. Roper will take over. Coach Savage barking some orders from just over Roper's shoulder. Cheney Jones, Malum, Chappelle, Flemings, and Fuller on the court. And just like that, Coach wants a timeout. What didn't he like?
I kept my eye right there on Flemings. I don't know if they were trying to look through, trying to go through Cooper Kelly in that situation, or if the play was supposed to go to number 11 on the Sandites. But Flemings beat him to the spot, and so he wasn't able to get it to him. So I think the whole play was surrounded by Cooper and was trying to get it to him, but Fleming shut it down, and that's what we're talking about. Is he going to set the tone on both ends? We know he has the ability, the offensive ability, to do some high fly, air time, Air Jordan type dunks. But on the defensive side right there, he was able to limit Kelly getting the ball right there.
Don't forget, Union Sports Network brings you Red Hawks Wrestling this Thursday, and it's senior night. Join Steve Dunlap with all the coverage beginning at 5:30. It's wrestling, both boys and girls. Coverage starts at 5:30 right here on your home of Red Hawk fans. We are the Union Sports Network. 7:36 just underway in the second quarter here. Roper takes control. Roper dribbles, gets it. Johnson puts it on the floor, back to Roper, and they'll set it back up. Stingy defense right now by the boys in white. Blake Johnson, far side, 3 ball up and good. Zane Fushko.
Yeah, don't know where the miscommunication was right there. He was wide open.
Yep.
Even got me putting a hand up.
Yeah.
I wanted someone out there.
The 6'4 junior. Fushko, and we saw him come off the bench for Coach Savage to do some nice things. Now Malum wants 3, can't get it to go. Flemings, and everybody goes the ball, says jump ball. That was a quick jump ball because it was loose for a while, but we'll take it. Possession arrow is to the Red Hawks. And Flemings, for a bigger gentleman, got some good moves.
Yeah, right there. He tried to tip it out to his playmakers right there since he didn't have an opportunity to use both hands. I would like him in that situation. He could have gotten both hands around it, but in that predicament, you just got to try to tip it out, turn it into a jump ball situation.
Malum comes out, Gunn comes in, 3 ball, good! Justin Chappelle, welcome to the game. They put the score up on the wrong side. I was like, what's Coach Davis doing over there? He'll figure out how to fix it. He's a coach. He knows how to fix mistakes. Now the 3 ball, Cooper. Kelly can't get it to go. And 2-on-2, Gunn's going to slow it down, I imagine, and he does. Cheney Jones back to Gunn. Cheney Jones to Fuller.
The score has been updated.
Yeah, now the score's been updated. Gets it inside to Flemings, and they didn't realize it was Flemings and not Madrid. Now quickly in transition, can't get that to go. Nice job. Kason Evans fouled his own shot, didn't get it to go. Better for the Union not to foul there.
Good defense right there, keeping our hands straight up. Kicks it out to Chappelle.
Again, Chappelle. And Justin Chappelle's got 6.
Quick 6 in the matter of 2 possessions. Great job. Now he's on defense, picking him up from half court.
Roper coming down, and there's going to be a little push-off. Justin Chappelle, that's going to be his first. Go ahead.
Yeah, usually he's trying to keep his hand, just trying to keep it in front of him, hand checking him. He's been doing a really good job beating him to the spot, but in that situation he was beat, so he used that hand just to try to keep him just a little bit. Refs call foul.
Chappelle, Cheney Jones, Fuller, Flemings, and Gilliard on the floor for the Red Hawks. Great active hands by Gilliard, just as I called his name, and be ball out of bounds. And I love the disruption that we're starting to cause down the floor, playing stingy defense.
You might not see it from the Sandites, but when you're playing individuals like this, it's just like, how are they always got their hand on the ball right there, just like that?
Just like that. Great job by Gilliard again. Now baseline, drives up off glass, doesn't get it to go, bobbled around, and last touch by Union. As Sandites were starting to fight a little bit over the ball there. Zane Fushko coming in. He's been money off the bench and rocking the nice yellow shoes. Left his feet. Bang, Cooper Kelly. Nice job in the corner there.
The fundamental one pump, one dribble to the side, easy mid-range every single time if you got an individual jumping like that. Blocking foul, so it's going to be a defensive foul right there. Definitely was not beating him to the spot in that situation. Fuller was too quick, and that's going to be a defensive foul on the Sandites.
And I like it, and it seems like they're allowing so far. I know we're only about 3 minutes in, but the refs seem to allow a little bit more now, letting the flow of the game happen. One foul on each side. Cheney Jones has a seat.
Situation that I noticed, Eric Madrid still on the bench from the second quarter.
Yep. So they might want to save him. See if they can depend on Gilliard. Can't get it to go. Rebound.
Good shot.
Union, yep.
Wide open, had the opportunity.
Would have liked to seen Chappelle get that. He's been hot so far. Now Fushko gets it back up high to Roper. Roper drives, Euro step, up off glass, no good. And away comes Chappelle. Chappelle back down the floor to Dorsey. Straight up, and he'll go to the line and shoot two. He was mugged on the baseline.
St. Louisco is second, team second of the quarter. At the line, shooting 2 for Union, Kenneth Dorsey.
Kenny Dorsey. Can't get the bounce. And now we're starting to struggle a little bit from the free throw line. We didn't see that over the weekend. They shot pretty well. Make 1 of 2. The lead is 2. 4:25 remaining here. Little press now. Active hands right here in front of us. Almost fell into my lap. Thankfully, Roper was there. You would have protected me, right, Nick?
100%.
There we go. Inside, ball's loose, picked up by Flemons. Here comes Fuller. Fuller, corner, Gilliard, 3, no good. He'll follow the shot. Gets it to Dorsey. Dorsey goes hard, can't get it to go. Last touch by the Sandites, and it's interesting. With Fuller on the board, or with Fuller here, he's only got, or not Fuller, excuse me. Yeah, Fuller. He's only got 4 points. There haven't been running a lot through him. And Gunn's on the bench, so it's almost like they're letting Fuller set it up. So a little different role for Fuller tonight, it appears.
Definitely get to see that mid-season, see if there's any change in it. Now we got Fuller with the ball now.
Fuller's got it up high. Flemons will come out, set up the block, or the pick, or the screen, or whatever you want to call it, sure. Now back. Chappelle for 3, can't get that to go. Flemons battles with it, and the Sandites come away with the ball.
Definitely a heat check right there from Chappelle, because him going 2 for 2 from 3, definitely got to give him the ball, and we gave him that opportunity.
Yep.
I love that shot.
Thompson dribbles baseline. Now he gets into some trouble. Last touch, great job there, and that was really all Thompson. He threw it off Dorsey. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, he knew that in that situation he was pressed. His hands were straight up. He was really pressing him in that situation too. So he was able to just throw it off, reset, start from the scratch.
Evans off the glass and good. Case and Evans.
One of those situations where when you have Flemons in as our center compared to Madrid, those are the opportunities that happens.
And then Flemons on the other side, right up off glass.
But he says, if you're going to score on me, I'm going to go score on you.
Flemons has got 9. Now the Sandites come away. Great job inside. Allen blocked by Flemons. He gets it back and blocked again. Craziness. And everybody comes together, and Flemons was the first guy to grab Fuller and be like, all right, everybody's good.
It was a really sticky situation right there. They're trying to grab the ball, and so once they're trying to grab the ball, he then becomes holding on to Fuller, pulls Fuller back, and Fuller feels like it's kind of like a body slam in that situation.
Right.
So obviously he's going to become a little bit defensive in that situation. Great job by Flemons to say, hey, keep it level-headed.
And a great job by the officials not to call any kind of fouls here.
Just a nice jump ball situation.
Yep. Inside, Evans will take it over. Evans, he'll get it to Kelly. Kelly, Malum back out there and stick it to him like glue.
Coach Rudy barking some orders real quick.
Yep. Now Mitchell take control. Mitchell inside Allen. Allen puts it on the floor. He gets some help from Kelly. Kelly turns the corner now. He turns back. They try to get it inside. Flemings with the nice hands. I love the play by the Sandites. I like the better defense by Flemings. Chappelle back down the floor. Inside to Flemings. Flemings goes right to the hole, and they're going to call it a charge. That's Fleming's second. Madrid still on the bench. I like that move though by Flemings. You're all right with that, huh?
Yeah, gotta know what you're gonna do with the ball. In that situation, he was driving from the very start. He grabbed the ball. In that situation, you gotta have the mentality, I'm not going to cause a charge, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Up, rebound. That's going to be a jump ball. Good job by Flemings. Flemings and Cleo Allen coming together, and I believe, possession arrow is to Union. 24-22, and much more of, I don't want to call it I'm going to call it a war. Much more of a war than we saw in the Jinx tournament, for sure, Jinx Union tournament.
Yeah, at halftime, I think we're up by 8 or 10 at the half, so in this situation, we have to have that mentality of just because there's some adversity, we're still going to show up to play, as there's a foul on the Sandites with a little hand check as he drives to the hole.
That's going to be the third team foul on Sand Springs. 2 for Union if you're scoring at home. 1:37 remaining here in the second. At halftime, Nick, Cheney Jones, nice glass of good. You're going to get to talk to Sean Davis off one great victory by the girls, so we'll have the head coach of the girls basketball team, and you'll have the interview with him at halftime. Turnover. Chappelle pushes the pace up ahead to Dorsey, up off glass, no good, and a block.
Definitely think he was set in that situation.
Yep.
Foot is inside the little circle, so they're going to call that a blocking foul every single day of the week. Have to have your feet outside of the circle. And so definitely I think the Sandites loyal behind us are upset about that because he was set.
Right.
But when you have that foot in, it's going to be a blocking foul every single day of the week.
Dorsey's got to make him pay. And as that miss, as I look over at Coach Garcia, his head kind of drops. This is the free throws you got to have. If this comes down to a 1 or 2 point game, you're going to look back at free throws and go, man, we need to make those. Up off glass, no good. Cheney Jones is going to get charged with a foul, I believe. Nope, Dalen Fuller's going to pick up his first. And if you were to look up on the scoreboard right now, how many points, without looking on the scoreboard, I should say, how many points would you think Fuller has?
I feel like with tonight, I would have said something like 0, but right now it feels like he's just playing himself right now as a field general.
That's it. Rebound controlled by the Sandites, picked up by Cheney Jones. And up ahead, Malum. Malum will push the pace. Pass too much. Ken Dorsey can't get it. And Malum wanted something quick. He needs to slow it down. He knows not to pass it too far. 26-22, Union on top. Marcus Mitchell. Turnover, Malum. Malum up off glass, and one! Justin Chappelle. And Chappelle's got 8. And he's got a big smile on his face. Ken Dorsey will have a seat. Mike Gilliard will check back in. And Coach Ritter's going to talk to him about it, about what he should do. And he's got to make him pay, and he does.
Sand Springs Coach Savage letting Cooper let him know, got to look to break this press just like they did now. Look for the pass every single time.
Nice turnaround jumper. Good job by Khalil Allen off the bench. He's been money. He's got 5. Khalil Allen, the 6'4 junior for the Sandites, doing some nice work. Now Cheney Jones. Got Gilliard to his right, Chappelle to his left, and Gilliard will pick it up here. Fuller working hard inside. Fuller wants the ball inside. We're going to work it with 10 seconds. As Chappelle's got it. Chappelle dribbles. Long distance 3 from Gilliard. Nothing there. And Gilliard wanted it bad, but boy, howdy. just a little short. Just a little short. So we're going to take a timeout. You got some commercials coming. Then when we come back, Nick Irwin is going to talk to head coach Sean Davis about the great girls' victory we had. We'll be back in just a few minutes. You're watching basketball right here, Union Basketball, Union Sports Network.
At Coldwell Banker Select, we have the group to meet your commercial real estate needs, the Select Commercial Group. David Roberts can answer all your questions relating to the commercial real estate market, your business operations, and real estate budgets. Sarah Bergeson can help you locate the right commercial property to buy, sell, lease, or rent. Scott Job can provide valuable information regarding property values and lease rates. We treat our clients like family. With properties located all over the state, call us at 918-695-6979. Coldwell Banker Select Commercial Group, proud sponsor of the Union High School Redhawks.
Racing towards the end of the month? Ask about our early pay options. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
When summer heats up and your AC isn't working right, be cautious of being pressured into a replacement.
It's always a good idea to get a second opinion, and Airco will let you know if your AC is worth fixing.
So call Airco today for a free second opinion.
We're athletes,
coaches,
and your child's high school athletic trainer.
We're your friends and neighbors.
And we make our home
in Green Country.
We're Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma.
And we're the team physicians for more universities,
more high schools, and more club teams
than all other providers combined.
We're focused on providing you
personalized orthopedic care,
treating the area's best teams,
and the athlete in all of us.
Does your school or organization need athletic apparel or spirit wear? Let me suggest Inkwell, a Tulsa-based company that can get you the quality you deserve at unheard of and unmatched lead times. Talking 2 weeks or less, not 2 months like most others, and can do it as much as 60% less than most of the big guys out there. So join the likes of Sand Springs, Union, Broken Arrow, Jinx, Oolaga, and Glenpool to name a few, and get your customized sublimated uniforms, including Under Armour, Nike, or Adidas at InkwellNation.com.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Welcome back to the Union Sports Network. I'm Nick Irwin. I am with Coach Davis, head coach of the Lady Redhawks basketball. Coach, congratulations on the win tonight. Definitely a great win against a pretty good Sandite team. They came out to play tonight. Definitely gave us a little scare, a little close at the end. Coach, one thing I want to talk about first. With this team, obviously you have just an amazing program. Yeah, here at Union, we always obviously value ourselves with academics, and we talk about our athletics.
Absolutely.
So with your team, how do you get your team to buy in? How do you guys know that you're all on one single team, not an individual thing? How do you get your team to buy into this program?
Yeah, well, I would say we've had some girls that have kind of been in this program for a while through 7th grade. We get our girls in 7th grade, and we've gotten to kind of build relationships with those girls and be around them over the years. And you know, so that's where it starts, is in 7th grade. So getting them to be around, and you know, you add in like an Aaliyah Smith and a Whitney Smith that move in this year, but they get to kind of buy in with the rest of them that have been with us for so long. So it's just really building from that 7th grade up has been a big part of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And with this team, it feels like when you're working with multi-different plays, how these players have their individual, sense of the game. They're able to have their own type of game, leading to which Esme Smith, right? She is basically the queen of the boards, right? She's able to at least get a hand in at least every rebound when I'm watching, if not bringing it down. So as a coach, how are you able to facilitate that and how to honestly make her better, even though she's already skilled in saying, I'm going to try to get every single board?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I had a conversation with Esme and her mom a couple of days ago because she was just all tournament team in our Union Jinx. And the conversation I had was basically Esme was like, I love rebounding. Like, I don't know why it's such a big deal for people to be excited about it because I love rebounding. I want to do it. And so it's a big part of our offense, to be honest. We're trying to play a little quicker than we have in the past. And part of that is if we shoot it, let's go rebound it. And Esme's really talking about buy-in. She has bought into, well, if I don't get to shoot it, I can go grab a rebound, and then I get to shoot it. So she's unbelievable. Her effort and energy is incredible.
It's not something that you can coach of putting in that effort, extra step. Even if she knows that she doesn't have the positioning on it, she's still trying to get a hand on it every single time.
Yeah, that effort from Esme it's true. It is that. It's hard to teach. It's hard to coach it. It's rare. I mean, she set it's rare enough that she set the school record earlier this year for rebounds in a game. So she's a rare breed in that she just doesn't give effort. She actually just texted me and said that she got home and has a fever, has a 100-degree fever right now. So that effort that she just gave, and I don't take her out of the game, is with her being sick. So she deserves all the credit in the world.
She had her Jordan fever game just now.
Wow. Yeah, she had her flu game. She's unbelievable.
Yeah, and with that, when she's able to get those rebounds, her having the self-reflection of say, okay, I might not have the ability to ball handle like a McSwain or a Woodard, but she's still going to say, okay, I'm going to hone and fine-tune the things that I can control. So that's very cool to hear that from her from a player's standpoint. One last thing, when we're talking about this team, we just came off a really, really good tournament. We brought Glenpool to the last second, and then we finished out on the consolation bracket. I think that definitely goes hand in hand with how Woodard played. I know a couple times while I'm checking out the starting lineup, we're seeing Woodard kind of slip in, coming off the bench a couple times. When she sets that tone, she's able to basically lead the team as a whole because I feel like if Woodard is the one who's playing the best and looking for the pass, then the whole team does. So when we're working about this in practice, does Woodard feel like she has a very big, important role with this team?
Yeah, I mean, I hope she does because she does. So we actually made the decision to play Jemiah at the point guard spot over the last 2 or 3 games and stop letting her play off the ball and just put the ball in her hands and let her make decisions. And, I mean, she's as talented as anybody in the state of Oklahoma, in my opinion. I think she can play with anybody. She's gotten a year older this year and then has just learned how to make decisions and how to get her teammates involved. Her kind of natural tendency is to pass the ball. And so we almost have to, be on her to be more aggressive to score it, And she's just she's as talented as they come. So we just kind of got to a point where it was like, let's just put the ball in her hands and see if she can make plays for us. And over the last few games, she's done an unbelievable job of doing that.
And seeing how we played against Sand Springs tonight, it felt like obviously they were trying to work in a full court press with us. I felt like seeing how we played against like a Glenpool who also kind of picked us up at full court, I saw a difference in how we were able to break it. Obviously, we stepped up in the middle of the midcourt, put a forward or a center there, and we were able to break it instantly, and it felt like it was not an issue tonight. Do you think so?
I agree. It's been something early on in the year. We when we went to Arkansas, we took our first loss of the year, and they really pressed us and made it difficult. And since then, we've put a lot of time on it and really gotten those girls to the middle of the floor and had them just being aggressive, catching the ball. And tonight it showed. I think against presses over our last 3 or 4 games, we've been great. We turned the ball over a lot early in the year. And, credit to them. They've been coachable and listened to us and have gotten better at it. And Sand Springs presses as good I mean, Spring Springs, I think, was playing as good as anybody in the state of Oklahoma.
Yep.
They just beat Edmond Memorial, number 3 team in the state.
Exactly.
They beat them twice now, turned them over like crazy, and we were able to not turn it over and take care of the basketball. And I'm just very proud of their improvement and their willingness to do the right thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach Davis, thank you so much for letting me be with you. It was good talking with you. And we'll get back to our boys here in a couple seconds. So we do a little transition as Jim Dalford hops on the mic. Thanks, Coach Davis.
Yeah, thank you.
Back live here on the Union Sports Network. Sean Davis and his interview brought to you by Pinnacle Home Design. We'll talk about them in a few minutes, but we're back live here. The lead is 5. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound Flemings, and Madrid back on the floor there, Nick.
Playing a big factor in putting his hand up right there. Definitely made the player kind of fall away a little bit as we keep possession right here. A little mismatch, and we were able to get the ball now back underneath the post.
Blake Johnson with some good hands there to tip it out of bounds, just can't quite hold on to it. And they know they're going to Madrid. Now Madrid will work out of it, get it into Fuller. Fuller up off glass and good. And this is a part of the game that I want them to be back in, to get back into. Fuller in the game. I mean, he poured in a bunch over that tournament. He was a factor. He was MVP of the tournament. There was a reason for that. I want to see him do more of that. Nice cut by Kason Evans to get in there.
And even on that put in by Fuller, his vertical gets him to probably the height of Madrid. So if he's able to get it down low, he's about to out jump our 7-2 guys.
Yep.
So in these situations, if he's down low, I totally respect it. Then he has the mid range to
just
shoot
like
a shot
that.
like that.
And Fuller talking to Deke Thompson a little bit on that. And they had a great battle during the Jinx Union tournament. Now Roper dribbles, gets himself into a little bit of trouble. Gets out of it, gets it to Evans. Evans, Madrid on him. He'll get it to Thompson. Now Thompson back to Evans. Blocked by Madrid, but right to Blake Johnson. That was all ball, but tough bounce. 33-28. And I'm not going to lie to you. Madrid and Evans just high-fived each other as they went down the floor at the end down here. I'm almost sure I just caught that. Two big men with respect for each other. Now Gunn, back to Flemings. Flemings wants to shoot the 3. He'll put it on the floor and then drive right to the paint. And that's a good job for him. I like that move.
Obviously, with Flemings, one of his things in his arsenal is the three-point shot. He doesn't get to take it very often, but when his defender does not step up, he has that opportunity to shoot it. In this case, he was able to take the pump fake, drive, and now we're shooting from the free throw line.
And Flemings was a much better shooter from the free throw line in the tournament, and they've gone south when it comes to shooting free throws tonight.
But him being a lefty, I just think it's something about lefties in basketball. It's just such a pretty shot.
It is a pretty shot, and that'll work. Coach Garcia barking 3. That means a lot to them and nothing to you and I, but we'll see what they do here. 3 down low. I see Flemings, Madrid, and Fuller playing down low. Roper working right side to Kelly. Back up to Roper and over to Thompson. Thompson to Roper. They'll play some chat just like that. Nice job by Gunn, and he'll pull back, take the 3. Can't get it to go. Chappelle Dorsian with the rebound. Oh, and the foul's going to be charged to Blake Johnson. That was interesting. We'll take that call.
A little late on the foul. I think the referee just needed to see the play out, and that was exactly what happened. A little foul on the rebound.
Madrid, Fuller, same spot as earlier. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Evans.
Fuller right there trying to get to his spot, his mid-range shot, just a little back iron in that situation. I would like him to keep shooting.
Thompson, right side, Roper, baseline. Nice little, that's pretty. Right to Blake Johnson, and gosh, little 10-footer floater.
Because if he takes that, 2 feet more into the basket, that's in Eric Madrid land, but he was able to stay back, float it into the basket, nice putback.
Dorsey, if you're wondering, it's the starting 5 original that Coach Garcia originally had in the beginning of the game on the floor. 34-30, 5 minutes remain here in the third. Flemings gets it up high, looking for Madrid. Out of bounds. Not too sure Dorsey was ready for the return pass there, took his eyes off of it.
I think the pass was honestly pretty fast too. It was pretty hard, and so he wasn't expecting that. If he had two hands on it, he probably got it, but in that case, he had one hand up, and he had to turn it over.
Wondered if he was thinking about passing it before he collected it.
Also true.
Case and Evans get it to Johnson. Johnson drives, turn around, kick to Cooper. Kelly, excuse me. Evans inside, up off glass, no good. Madrid with a rebound.
Great defense, way to stay up.
Yep. Gunn right to the basket, up off glass, and good. Corbin Gunn with two, his first two of the evening. And that's weird to say. So on the floor in Gunn and Fuller, and their total of 8 or 10 points total. That's tough to see. Now straight up Madrid. And Madrid's saying he went straight up, but he brought his hands down to try to collect the ball, and that's why the foul, and that's going to be number 3.
Just ever so slightly. Once he had his hands up, that ball was right in his face. He turned his hands down a little bit, causing the foul. But I definitely see his scenario and being upset with, I have my hands straight up, ref, what am I going to do?
And it was funny, I took a glance over at Coach Garcia, and it was the same thing. It's the same thing. So we'll see. And the lead is 4 now for the Redhawks. And that's what Coach Garcia is arguing. Man, he's really working hard for Madrid right now, as Madrid has a seat. Madrid has a seat. Justin Chappelle will check in, and the Sandite fans want Coach Garcia to stop whining. Here's the deal. He's fighting for his players. I imagine, what would they say if Coach Savage said that? Good job, Coach, right? Good job, Sandite fans. 36-32. Dorsey, he came in for Madrid. They'll work it inside to Flemings. Flemings turnaround, triple teamed, and the foul. That's Case Evans' second foul. Coach Garcia is still working the official on the right in front of his bench. Gunn inside again to Flemings. Watch 3 collect on him, and 1! And I think Evans is going to pick up his third. Yes, he is. And just like that, 2 quick fouls on Evans.
I know we were trying to work through Flemings right there, and that obviously is the man that Evans is guarding. So in that situation, Flemings was able to use his body, use the quick turnaround sky hook in that situation. And since he was on him, since Evans was on his his right shoulder, there's going to be a foul every day of the week.
Evans and Johnson now both check out. So 6'6" and 6'5" are checking out for the Sandites. But Deke Thompson stays in. He'll help bring it up the floor with Cooper Kelly. Now Kelly, good job for him. Double teamed, and Kelly's smart basketball player, taking a timeout right there.
I think with that situation, he knew that he was going to be trapped. But then again, as a Sand Springs Sandite, you don't want to waste a timeout just because you dribbled into a trap every single time. So in this situation, great defense by the Union Redhawks.
As I mentioned earlier, Union Basketball and the Booster Club would like to thank Keith D'Alessandro and Pinnacle Home Design for their sponsorship. Pinnacle Home Design specializes in custom home design along with home remodels and addition. Visit our website at pinnacle-design.com for more information. That's Pinnacle Home Design. And they brought you the Sean Davis interview. And what did Coach have to say after that great victory by the girls?
I definitely wanted to talk about with how did he get his girls to buy in. So he talked a little bit about the program, how we turned into a game about we rather than I. We talked about Esme Smith as her queen of the rebounds. How does he facilitate that? And Coach definitely gave some really, really good insight, which I found out that Esme has a fever after tonight's game. So she might have been doing all that
with
a fever.
With a fever. Not feeling well. Roper will take it right side. I can't wait to go home and listen to that interview. Congratulations, Nick, on your first interview. See what Mom has to say about it later. Fleming's up ahead. Fleming's Dorsey in his hand, and he'll slow it down. Give it to Fuller, up to Gunn.
Great transitional defense right there by the Sandites. Stopped us from moving quickly. In that situation, Coach said, let's just hang back for a sec.
Yep. The lead is 7. Gunn brings it up high. Fuller to his left. Dorsey and Fleming's in the middle. Now Fuller switches side. Gunn gets it. Gunn tries to drive baseline, pulls up the dribble. Now he's got to get rid of it. He does. Fleming's up off glass, no good, and he'll go to the line again and shoot 2. And Fleming's getting the calls tonight.
Yeah, and when you're on that low post, if you're in the situation as his defender, he's going to use his shoulder to cause the contact in the last 3 drives down to the paint. So in this situation, you have to stay vertical.
Something to be said. Now, when he misses it, we're in the bonus. Union has 1 team foul for the quarter, so much better basketball defensively. Foul trouble by the Redhawks right now.
Our solo foul obviously was that Eric Madrid foul, which we didn't even think was a foul.
Right.
So in this situation, our boys are definitely playing crisp, clean defense, which is exactly what we could ask of them. Here with a quick press break.
Oh, and a block! Fleming said, don't bring that here. And quickly back down the floor, and Fuller coughs it up. Now Fushko up ahead. Can't get that to go, and Fuller's going to get charged with a foul there. I thought it was going to be goaltending. Oh, and they're going to give I apologize. They're going to give that foul to Chappelle.
I believe the referee coming in now to talk. He called it as a goaltending. They just want to clarify it is a foul. Let's see what they say at our score
They're going to go back and talk to Coach Garcia. They're going to figure it out. So they're going to have a little conversation about it. Good job by them. So the bucket's good. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what happened there. 30, the lead is 5 now.
The situation with that, they call a goaltending and a
foul. Interesting. Okay.
Which usually you do one or the other, not both. We got to go on the offensive side now.
Lead is still 5. They get it inside to Fleming's. Fleming's again fouled by Deke Thompson. And that's Thompson's 4th with 1:58 remaining in the 3rd. That's huge for Union. Evans is getting ready to check in. And Deke Thompson. Well, Khalil Allen's got 4. My apologies. Deke Thompson's got 3, but that's still huge. Khalil Allen will check out. And Khalil Allen's the one that had 4. My apologies. Thanks for correcting me, Nick. But Allen off the bench has been money for Coach Savage.
Yeah, him working the three-point line, him not now being on the bench, definitely gives us an advantage.
Fleming's in and out. Oh, friendly bounce. Back for 3. Can't get it to go. And a good job by Fleming's not to go over the back. As quickly up ahead as the Sandites can't get the finish there. Fuller comes away with it, and he's going to get fouled by Roper. That's an interesting foul.
I think he was just beat off the ball in that situation, and so he was trying to keep him from going all the way to the lane, give him a little jersey tug. They're going to call that.
Malum getting ready to check in. Fuller goes to the line looking for points 9 and 10 on the evening. Cheney Jones gets ready to check in with 1:42. Fuller, good job by Fuller. Malum, Cheney Jones check in. Flemings and Dorsey check out. Fleming's getting much needed rest, and he's going to sit on the bench with his 15 points and 2 fouls. The lead is 8. All kinds of bodies falling down. Elijah Roper will throw it in. Lots of press here by the boys in white. Deke Thompson up ahead. Roper far side. Nice job by Malum. Here's Fuller, and there's a foul, and that's got to be a flagrant foul. He pulled him down by design. And that's got to be painful for the little Roper guy. He went crashing into the boards, crashing into the side there. That's ugly.
Unfortunate situation right here. He's the one causing the foul, and he's the one taking the blow right here. Hopefully all the best for him. Definitely not a soft landing, hoping that this can just be a minor injury.
Yeah. Tried to pull Fuller down by the shoulders, and I think he did get the worst of it. So I tell you what, we'll take a quick timeout. 1:28 remaining. The lead is 8 for the Redhawks. Fuller goes the line when we come back.
Fuller to the line for Union.
Back live, Fuller to the line. Nick, tell him what happened here.
So in this situation, Fuller has the step. Roper was the one that was behind him, lost the step, causes a foul on Fuller while he's going up in the shooting possession. Once he puts that shot up, it is an intentional foul. That's going to be 2 shots, which Fuller just did, and now we're going to inbound the ball. So it's much different than a regular foul. Regular foul, you just shoot 2 free throws, and that's it. Here we get the ball back because it was an intentional foul. Refs were all over that.
1:28 remaining, and back in just like that comes Madrid and Flemings. The lead's 10. Back down the floor quickly is Fushko. He'll lose the handle on it, right to Flemings. Flemings back to Gunn. Gunn up ahead. He's got Malum to his right. Gunn inside to Flemings. Block there. Flemings, one dribble back up, and there's the foul. And Flemings will go back to the line. And Corey Young, all 5'7" of him just went up against 6'8" Flemings. Got to hand it to Corey Young there for the Sandknights.
Something I see with Flemings, once he got that rebound, he wants to do a power dribble where he brings it down just to do one quick dribble to go right back up. You lose the opportunity of being able to go directly up. You have to take that rebound and put it straight up. You can't bring it back down. Thankfully enough, he was fouled. He misses the first one.
Got to shoot. Gets to shoot 2 now. Fushko will have a seat. That'll bring in Blake Johnson again. Johnson checks back in. 2 fouls, 8 points for the Sandite. 1:08 remaining. Flemings gets 1 of 2. Chappelle checks in. Flemings checks out.
I believe a defensive sub right here as Chappelle comes in to play on defense.
So Chappelle, Malum, Gunn, Fuller, and Chaney Jones. And Chaney Jones is the lone setback, if you will, all the way down on the defensive side of the boards. Inside, nice job there. Can't get it to go. Wide open, he gets it right back. Little breakdown in communication, and Kason Evans has got 10. Now Fuller gets the ball. One bounce pass to Malum. Malum dribbles out of it. Back to Fuller, over to Gunn. 43 ticks left. Gunn on the floor. Far side to Fuller. Up high to Chaney Jones. Malum in the corner. Gunn in the other corner. Fuller, fancy dribbles, picks it up. Now he's double teamed. And a quick timeout by Coach Garcia. With 28.7 ticks remaining, I think it's a quick 30-second timeout, so let's keep it right here. Basketball, Friday, Hall of Fame night in Enid. We're going to try to get somebody on the broadcast during halftime of the boys. If you had to pick from the plethora of the 20, who would you like to interview, Nick, on Friday night?
I know that I have all my favorites, but, you know, the one that I felt like I kind of grew up with, Trey Brown, he was just a year older than me, so it felt like he was obviously the guy who was always balling up on the football team.
So, Seattle Seahawk, Trey Brown, we're calling you right now. This guy right here wants to interview you when you come here Friday night. That would be exciting. Be good to see him. I've never met him. So He was leaving about the same time I was coming in. So we'll see. 28.7 ticks remaining, 46-37. Yes, that's the Renegade Regiment you hear in the background as Flemings gets the ball from Gunn.
Quick update. Roper, the one who got injured on that previous play, going to the locker room right now. Looks like he will not be coming back.
At least through the next 15 seconds as Flemings puts it on the ground. He dribbles out of some trouble. Fuller gets it. Now Fuller's going to go to work. Fuller, Gunn, 7 seconds to Malum. Malum shoots the three. Good! Carson Malum. And at the buzzer, no good. Malum with the dagger at halftime, 49-37, nicely drawn up.
They were trying to trap us pretty high up. Obviously, Flemings came up to the top of the key and said, I need some help, I need some help. In that situation, they were trying to trap us high. That means if someone's trapping us, that means one person's open. In that situation, Malum was open. We had about 5 seconds left. He puts it up. We get the three before the end of the quarter.
Yep. Deke Thompson wanted the shot at the end of the quarter. I said half. What do I know? But great job by Malum to get it. We got 1 quarter remaining, 49-37, Union on top. We'll be back 4th quarter after this. Back live, we'd like to thank Coldwell Banker Select Commercial Group, part of Coldwell Banker Select, specializes in commercial real estate services in the state of Oklahoma. The team of David Roberts, Sarah Bertson, Scott Job are skilled professional poised to help you navigate the dynamic commercial real estate landscape with confidence. If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, invest, Select Commercial Group is your go-to partner for all your commercial real estate needs. Gunn inbound, gets the ball inbounds. Flemings, Madrid, Malum, Fuller, and Gunn. Now Malum, one that had the dagger at the end of the 3rd quarter, now inside to Madrid. Madrid on the floor, bounce, couple of dribbles, good.
That is Wilt Chamberlain-like. Able to take it on the block, easy skyhook, easy bucket.
And that's his first 2 of the evening. That's crazy to think about as the defensive chats come alive. And listen, real quick, talk about this great crowd here tonight.
Union Redhawks showed up. Sandites showed up. We all have a great crowd tonight as that trickles in for Cooper Kelly. Good little bounce by him on that front iron.
Friendly bounce, Fuller into the paint. Needs some help. Nice bounce pass to Malum. Malum, another 3, not anywhere close on that one. He had to catch it a little low and couldn't do anything with it, and the air ball chance come from the Sandites. Now the dribble lost, Gunn, turnover. Turnover there because of Madrid. Gunn quickly up ahead. Euro step to the rack. And he's fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. The lead is 9. The lead is 11, excuse me. I corrected it before the math teacher here took over. 60-51. Madrid back down to the end of the floor. Fuller, Flemings, and Malum, as I said, as Gunn shoots the first of 2, and he makes it.
But as we were saying, I feel like our Union family definitely showed up tonight. Our student section's pretty alive tonight. And then, again, it's just a little crosstown rivalry, so that means we have the Sandites definitely showed up tonight.
Yep.
Saw a lot of my friends here tonight from Sand Springs, so it was definitely a really, really cool night. Great crowd.
And it's crazy, too, because the weather's just god-awful outside, so if you don't want to get out, you don't have to. And a lot of folks came out tonight to support these 2 great basketball teams, and they've seen a heck of a game so far as Cooper Kelly asked for some help. Deke Thompson, nice dribble in there. Fuller all over him like glue and up off glass and good. Deke Thompson's got 7. And if you thought Deke Thompson was going to have 7 and Fuller was only going to have 12, I think you would have called both of us liars at this point.
After a game this weekend that was back and forth, this game is definitely different.
Up off glass and good, Flemings. And that's probably a good no call. Kason Evans was like, uh-oh.
If they're going to call that a charge, it's going to be very, very soft. If they're going to call it a defensive foul, it's going to also be soft, so just let it play.
Yep. Now Deke Thompson, covered there by Fuller. Fuller stays with him. Break and a nice cut to the basket. It's Kason Evans. And Coach Savage is going to take a quick timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. 55-44, 5:55 remaining. You're here with Nick and Jim. It's the home of Red Hawk fans, the Union Sports Network. Don't laugh at me. Back live here, and a good sign for Sand Springs fans as Roper is on the bench right now. We saw him on the bench. He's not in the game at this time, but he was on the bench, got some work done. Nice job by Khalil Allen to get that bucket. And out come the Sandites with some press, but they break it 3-on-1. Madrid, glass it good, and one! Well, you're a triple team, fellas. Again, I think that's one of those things. And there you go, Khalil Allen fouls out with 5. Allen will foul out. Madrid will go to the line and shoot 1. Blake Johnson will come in.
Don't think he knew that he fouled out.
I'm not too sure. Coach did. And nice hand by the Sandites faithful behind us for Allen. All kinds of lane violations there. So well, both of them committed a lane violation. So I imagine it's a do-over, right? Yeah.
I believe the Sand Springs guy stepped in first, causing Fuller to go next.
So Evans is going to do this. They're going to come together and talk about it. I guess not.
Overturned.
Oh, and Coach Garcia is going to. Madrid will have a seat. The lead is 9. Sand Springs quickly gets it in. Up comes Deke Thompson, and Chaney Jones is going to get charged with a foul, but that's going to be only the second foul, I believe, it's going to be the first team foul tonight, and the first on Chaney Jones. So at this point, 2.5 minutes in, refs have let him play. Fadeaway jumper, no good. Fuller, he's got numbers. He's going to go straight in, up, and no, the foul is going to be prior to the basket. So ball will be out of bounds. Nice finish by Fuller, but they're going to say it's a non-shooting foul. Cooper Kelly, that's going to be Cooper Kelly's second. Third team foul for Sand Springs. Gunn gets it inside to Flemons. Flemons battled there a little bit. Chaney Jones gets it. Now they get it back to Flemons. Flemons just playing bully ball, can't get it to go. Rebound back to the Redhawks. Now Fuller. Fuller's got Dorsey in the corner. And they're going to say offensive foul on Fuller. Not a big deal right now, though. That's only Fuller's second. 12 points for Fuller, 18 for Flemons.
Roper has checked back into the game. Great to see. He was doing some stretches at the end of the third quarter, went to the locker room, definitely got some help, and now he's back out there, which is great to see.
So Flemings, Cheney Jones, Gunn, Dorsey, and Malum as Fuller has a seat. Cheney Jones all over, playing great defense there on Johnson. And the ball ends up in Kelly's hands. Now Gunn's got him. Kelly off the screen, can't get anything to happen for him, so he gives it to Thompson. Now Thompson, little one-on-one. Going to try to work the screen to Kelly. Now Kelly, some stingy defense and the steal. Malum all the way, nice step. Reverse lay-in and good.
Way to get enough steps to get to the other side, use a little spin off the glass. Great play by Malum.
13 is the lead now for the Redhawks. Malum coming off the bench and a great 5 points for him. Big 5 points for him. Now Evans gets it right side. Kelly back to Evans. Kelly and Evans play tag. Steal, Gunn, in and good. And Corbin Gunn with the steal and the finish. And I looked over to see if Coach Savage wanted a timeout, but he said not yet. So the Redhawks starting to run away with it. Roper inside, nice job, and the foul by Cheney Jones, and Evans will go to the line and shoot 2.
Penalty charge to Union's Carson Malum, second, team's third of the quarter.
Gunn with the active steals, and this kind of reminds me of the game during the Invitational. It seemed to be pretty close, and then here in the fourth quarter, we got a couple of steals, got some quick buckets, and all of a sudden the lead is 14.
Yeah, it's like when we talked about if we start off hot, right, and the score doesn't really represent it, it's like in that situation, it doesn't really seem like we're up by 14 points. It seems like we could be more.
Right.
But in this situation, we just definitely have to keep bringing it, continue playing our game, because we do not want to play sloppy, and we don't need to turn the ball over here. So let's see what our boys can do in the last 3.5 minutes.
Cheney Jones drives paint, gets it up high to Gunn. Gunn, he's going to go to the paint. That's going to be a foul on Corey Young. Corey Young, that's going to be his third, team's fourth. And just as soon as I said, man, there's no fouls, we've rattled off, 6.
It's tough when you're trying to press, when you're trying to keep the man in front of you and play really, really stingy. The opportunity of a hand check, just like right there with Corey Young. He had a hand check. They're going to call a foul every single time.
They'll get it to Flemings. Flemings will go to work. To the paint, triple team, gets it to Jones, up to Malum, back to Gunn. I like that Flemings has enough gumption to go ahead and get it out of his hands when he gets triple team. Gunn to the rack and one! And I heard that slap all the way over here.
With even these headsets on, we can hear that clap.
Yep. And so here we go. Union into the bonus again. 1 foul to give for the Redhawks. Chappelle will have a seat. Gunn will go to the line. Malum, Cheney Jones, Gunn, Flemings, and Dorsey. And here we go. Gunn, good. 64-47. Corey Young brings it up. Gives it to Evans. Evans and Young. Now Young will shade the 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound Union. Gunn pushing the pace. He's got Malum in the corner. Now Malum's going to drive baseline, kick it out to Cheney Jones. Jones in the paint, up off glass, and good. And Cheney Jones has got 6. Deke Thompson with some fancy dribbling moves. But it's turned over. And just like that, I believe Sand Springs is going to get it. I've seen quicker whistles. Regardless, now it's sloppy basketball. Jump ball. All that, and finally a jump ball.
I see what the referees are doing in that situation. The ball is not possessed by anybody.
Right.
We've seen quicker jump balls in that situation, but they just want to let it play out. Let's see what they can do. Unfortunately, they weren't expecting to have back-to-back jump ball possibilities.
Right.
So they're just going to try to let it play out.
Marcus Ugba checks in. Malum has a seat. Ugba checks in. Flemings checks out.
Some good
Hilliard
time.
checks in.
Some good times for Ugba to get some points right here.
Yeah, and Chappelle checks in. I was giggling because one of the refs or one of the fans behind us said there was 19 fouls and all that. But I agree. It's like when the ball's loose, what can you do? What can you do? Jackson McIntyre also getting ready to check in. We'll see here in just a minute. 2:13 remaining. Air ball. Chaney Jones rebound. Up ahead. Chappelle. Chappelle set it up with 2:06 remaining. Chappelle drives baseline. Nice patient move.
Tough to still get the shot up on this side of the basket rather than going all the way to the other side. Great job to keep the balance and keep it steady.
1:50 remain. Corbin Gunn's going to get charged with the foul here, but that's the one foul to give, so that doesn't affect us in any way. Are you happy with the performance? I know we got 148. We're up by 21. You happy with the performance so far?
Definitely happy. As Gunn gets checked out, he was pointing up to the score, looking at the Sand Springs section saying, do you guys read the same score that I read?
Great opportunity there to have some fun with the fans. We've been in that other position. 3 ball up, no good. Battle for it under the rim. Chaney Jones comes away with it, 136. Jackson McIntyre wanted something fancy. Now to Ugba. Ugba this side to Gilliard. Gilliard back to Ugba, and they'll slow it down. My question was this. As Ugba to the paint, fancy, and he's going to go to the line and shoot 2. We talked about it at the beginning, like even in our little conversation we had before the game. Union could come out flat. You'd say, we already beat these guys. Blah, 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 blah. Happy with the performance so far and what you've seen?
I think with this team, it kind of seemed like a roller coaster. We started off a little bit slow. Then we reached the top. And then we kind of rode that roller coaster all the way to the end, because after that first quarter, 12-11,
yes.
1 point difference.
Yeah.
And then by halftime, we had a little bit more. After the end of the third, we had a little bit more. And then now we're sitting at a 12, possibly. Now still 12.
No.
Point lead.
12?
22.
22. Thank you. He teaches math. Ladies and gentlemen, he's really good at it. He's much better than I am. A 3 ball there. Fushko with the 3. The lead is 19. I could do that one. That one's easy. Left side, Gilliard. Gilliard and Chappelle switch. Chappelle kicks it far side. Jackson McIntyre can't get it to go. Really wanted it for that kid. With 48 seconds to play, Corey Young will get it, and I think you just let him come down and shoot at this point, right? 19 points. And Ugba tried to get the big block, and he's going to run that one off. He came straight down on the old behind, and that's what he's trying to do right now. Yep. Oh, shoot, that's a foul on Chappelle? Ugba was the one that got crushed. But okay. Maybe the foul happened before Ugba went up and over. Can't get it to go, and Chaney Jones will get the rebound. And Ugba's struggling as Chaney Jones brings it down in the last 35. To the paint and good. And Chaney Jones has got 8. Corey Young back down to the other side of the floor. They'll kick it up high to Shope. Shope for 3, can't get it to go. Ball bounces around, and Union comes away with it. 17-16 ticks, and Coach Garcia said, we're done. So Union will go on to win this one.
By how many points?
You tell me.
20 points.
20 points, 71-51. Big win coming off a big tourney win. Winning one of the next, they got 3 this week, so it's a good start for them.
Yeah, I feel like with this, continuing to ride that wave of the tournament, obviously we got to get that win on this tournament, which was massive. Continue the momentum, get a big win tonight. Obviously the score definitely shows a little bit different how we started, but we finished strong, and that's all we could ask for.
Yeah, and not a lot from Madrid, not a lot from Flemings, a lot from Flemings, not a lot from Fuller though, right? Yeah. Compared to what we've seen in the past, so a total team effort tonight for sure. You got a lot of basketball. You got Bartlesville at home, On Thursday, we will not broadcast that because our next broadcast will be Union Wrestling. Join Steve Dunlap for all the wrestling action. That'll be 5:30 Thursday night. So for our camera crew, Brenna, Sydney, associate producer Hannah, producer director Andy Irwin, this guy Nick Irwin, I'm Jim Douthat. Thanks for joining us from the UMAC in Tulsa. Have a good night, everybody. Red Hawks.